Today's video, we are going to talk about some serious action that's been happening in the crypto world specific to Solana. I want to cover what led to this, what's going on right now, and my personal opinion on things moving forward. Hey there, and welcome to my channel. My name's Goldie, and I've been in the Solana NFT ecosystem for about a year now. I'll be the first to admit that I don't know everything. So, here's my warning. This is not financial advice. This is strictly for entertainment purposes only, and it just triggered discussion. So please do your own research before investing in anything, obviously, and never be willing to put up more money than you can afford to lose. And if you like these videos, please don't hesitate to subscribe, like this video. I want to hear your thoughts. I'm an open book. I'm all ears. I want to learn all about this ecosystem and continue this never-ending path to growth and knowledge in the crypto and NFT space. I also have a Discord, so hop in, introduce yourself. I want to create a space where we can just have open, genuine discussions about all things crypto and NFT related as well. The link's below to check it out. And everything that we talk about today, I'm going to have the links for my reference points in the description below so you can go ahead and see what I'm talking about. So having said all of that, let's get started on what caused all of this calamity in the past couple days. I think a good place to start is just going to take a look at the price of Solana. Now, the crypto environment as a whole has been down, but this discussion is strictly going to be geared towards Solana today. This is a chart of the past week. 2 days ago, almost to the hour, we were at a price of $30.31. As you can see, it's fallen off a cliff. Currently, we're at a price of $16.80. So far, it's bottomed out at $12.09. And like I mentioned, I've been involved with Solana NFTs for a little over a year now. And if you take a look at this graph that I have pulled up here, this is the all-time chart. So, ironically, and I guess sadly, back on November 5th, about a year ago, today's November 10th, Solana peaked at $260 per coin. So what caused this Solana crash that's at its worst point since March of 2021? Well, I think here on CoinDesk.com, it explains in a tight package here. So leaked documents last week from CoinDesk and the market's reaction to what they contained pulled the mask off SBF to show that his crypto exchange firm, FTX, like so many failed exchanges before it, was at risk of insolvency. Who is SBF? Well, here in his Wikipedia page, he's an American entrepreneur and investor, founder and CEO of FTX, and he managed assets through Alameda Research. SBF's net worth peaked at $26 billion, but because of the recent events, his net worth dropped 94% in a single day down to $991.5 million. And as you can see here, he was actually featured on Forbes magazine's cover. So because of the leaked documents, revealed that the FTX exchange, which allows users to buy and sell crypto, may not have been backing user funds one for one behind the scenes. So a bank run instigated in large part by tweets from CZ, who's Binance's founder, rival exchange compared to Pepsi and Coke, seized on this apparent vulnerability in the SBF empire, driving SBF's crown jewel into the hands of its main competitor for a possible bailout. But although that deal had been announced, now it looks like it's not going to happen. So investors are left unsure if they'll be able to recover their funds that were in FTX. So now we're going to take a look at an article written on investorplace.com. This was written 3 hours ago. What to know about Solana and FTX as the SOL crypto plummets. So SOL prices are dropping as a result of the FTX drama. Alameda Research, FTX's sister company, holds $900 million in unlocked SOL. And to pile on all the bad news that's going on right now, uncoincidentally, nearly that amount of SOL is about to be unlocked for the first time as Alameda tries to free up some funds, and investors fear dilution of SOL on the market. Now, they mention here in the article that SOL prices have tanked by over 40%. We just looked at that on the chart. Now, the losses are far more noticeable than other cryptos in the market that are one layer. Cryptos like Cardano, Tron, and Polkadot, they're only losing about 7 to 14% per day. So why is Solana losing so much? Well, here in the article they reference is that Solana's involvement with FTX was far greater than anyone had really known. And SBF, like we mentioned, who's the founder of FTX and Alameda Research, was an early investor in Solana. So after the companies began their fast fall yesterday as a result of a liquidity crisis, investors became worried that Alameda would sell off more than its $1 billion stake in Sol to scramble for funds. So in turn, it led to a massive Sol sell-off that tanked the coin and overflooded the market. So now we're here on the block.co, and here's an article about the $1 billion of Solana that's set to be unstaked in 24 hours, which is right now because this article was written on Wednesday and today's Thursday, November 10th. And I thought it'd be interesting to analyze this article quickly because we are in the future that they're predicting in this article. So nearly $1 billion will be available to be unlocked on Wednesday, representing 13% of the coin's circulating supply, and it'll be the second largest token unlock of Solana in terms of the number of coins being unstaked by validators. So as you can see here, Solana validators are scheduled to unlock 49.6 million SOL, which is 945 million, when the current epoch ends in less than 24 hours time. Representing 13% of the coin supply, is the second largest volume of tokens to be unlocked in any Solana epoch, and it's coming amid a time considerable tumult in the crypto market, and that 24-hour period is right now. And just as a point of reference, an epoch refers to a number of slots, like blocks, on the chain and takes around 2 to 3 days. So data from Solana Compass shows that epoch 370, the current Solana network epoch, is set to end at around 8:30 a.m. UTC on November 10th, which is already passed. Solana epochs refer to a time period, usually 2 days, when validators lock in their stake on the network. Validators can choose to unlock their stake at the end of each epoch. Well, why did I decide to talk about this article, as this has been written in the past and what they're expecting is currently happening right now? Again, let's go ahead to Coinbase and take a look at the chart. So even since the beginning of this video, the price of Solana has increased just a little bit. It's crossed that $17 barrier. Now, this is a graph of the past hour. The reason I wanted to bring this up is because immediately it doesn't look as if it's had quite the negative effect that they had speculated on in that article and from what I've been reading all over the news and Twitter. Obviously, it's early. These markets are incredibly volatile and it's incredibly difficult to predict the future. But I just thought it'd be an interesting analysis as to see what's going on so far. So here's a quick 1 minute and 22-second interview on CNN.com that I wanted to show you. This is with CZ, who's the founder of Binance. Now remember, Binance and FTX, it's like Coke and Pepsi. These are two rivals, okay? So keep that in mind when listening to this interview.
Is more regulation necessary here? Would that help restore the crypto industry's credibility?
I think regulations do help. So Binance, we had a hack in 2019. That was 3-4 years ago. And we recovered pretty well from that, actually. So we made all the consumers whole. None of our users lost any money. We lost a bit of our own money. That was pretty much it. Regulations will help, but it doesn't solve. Regulations is not a magical pill that just solves all problems. Hacks happen with banks, with traditional financial institutions too. Even banks leaks data, etc. So it doesn't mean that regulations will solve all of the problems. It does give assurance, and also it does set a standard on what is the level of acceptance in different countries, which is very good for consumer adoption. And it also tells the industry players what to do and what not to do, some guidelines. But fundamentally, the businesses still need to protect their own security, their own data, and their own business models. UST, Luna, and other crypto projects that have issues, many of them have liquidity issues, basically meaning that they didn't manage the finances well. Those are fundamental business problems that regulations can reduce, but they're not going to eliminate.
Now, the last point of perspective that I just wanted to provide to you was on CryptoRank.io, taking a look at Solana's history. Now, if you take a look at Solana right now, it's up even a little bit more from what I just mentioned a couple minutes ago. It's up to 1724. But if you take a look at this, I think this is an important data point to keep in mind. The original ICO, the initial coin offering, ended in March of 2020. Look at the price. 22 cents per coin was the original ICO. Now you may be asking, what is an ICO? Well, an Investopedia.com, real easy and simple to understand, initial coin offering is the cryptocurrency industry's equivalent of an IPO, an initial public offering. It's a company seeking to raise money to create a new coin, app, or service that can launch an ICO as a way to raise funds. So again, heading back to Solana's all-time chart here, of course, you can see that from its peak at 260, all the way down to where it's at 1704 right now. Of course, it's a huge fall. But considering that ICO at 22 cents, people who invested early into this project are still exponentially greater than where they started. And the last aspect or data point I guess I'd want to provide to you before my final thoughts on everything would be MagicEden. MagicEden is Solana's NFT marketplace. It's the biggest one out there, and the growth that they've experienced, not only in users, but amount traded using this website, has been incredible to watch and very impressive. So this community is really strong. There continues to be a ton of projects that are built on a daily basis, and some of these projects are trading for north of 150, 200, 250 Solana consistently. So my final thoughts on this whole situation that's happening right now, it's very convoluted and involved, and like I mentioned before, who knows what's going to happen in the future here, but this is just my personal opinion. In the year that I've been involved with Solana NFTs, I've met some incredible people, and that right there is my reason for optimism with Solana moving forward. It's the sense and the strength of community that this project's provided. You have to understand, not only with Solana, but with any crypto or NFT project, the possibility of these projects going to zero does exist. You have to understand the risk reward is very out of balance. It's much riskier than rewarding to get into a lot of these. And even with all the losses that I've taken over the past year, I wouldn't trade a single one of them away, because with every loss you gain experience, you gain a deeper understanding of what this world is all about. And I've done podcasts, interviews, I've played crypto games, I've been featured on stage at a Solana Hacker House event in Europe. I've had some pretty fun experiences over the course of this year. So I still believe in Solana, I really do. I may sound stupid, it may be my eternal optimism coming through here, blind optimism, whatever you want to call it. But like I said, the past year I've had some incredible experiences, and I feel like the community is too strong to fail with this. The biggest question moving forward is going to be like that CNN interview with CZ, is how does regulation become involved with this as we move forward? The whole idea of crypto and NFTs, digital ownership and decentralization, is just that. It's the opposite idea of a central regulated authority controlling this system. But playing devil's advocate, it's really just the Wild West, and there's some insidious people that do things literally just to screw you over and to make a lot of money. So there's something that does have to kind of be done about that. So we'll see where this goes. I, like you, have no idea, but I just wanted to throw my 2 cents out there. Drop a comment. Let me know what you think. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this whole situation. I hope this video kind of brought to light and informed you a little bit about what's going on, and hopefully we see things bounce back. I really have met such cool people in this space. I want to see us all succeed. So until next time, my name's Goldie. I'm in Frisco, Texas. I will see you soon for another video.